Allison Brown is competing in her first Ironman, and like many of her fellow competitors, her training process began months ago.
We've been officially training since about April, but I think all of us have been kind of building our base, really getting a solid base level of fitness since, probably last winter. There's a schedule that we follow. You usually do a really long bike ride on Saturday, a long run on Sunday, and then kind of mix things up during the week. So it's a lot of time.
Allison is competing as part of Team in Training, the flagship fundraising program for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Team in Training members compete in endurance competitions to draw attention to blood cancers, as well as raise money for cancer research and provide financial assistance to cancer patients.
People are fighting cancer, fighting for their lives, but they're also fighting this enormous debt that occurs because a lot of the medications are really expensive and insurance doesn't always cover them.
Collectively, we've raised, I think as of today, it's just over $113,000. So, which is very cool. I mean, it's not just the training, it's also going to your family and friends and saying, here's why I'm doing this. It's for a larger reason.
One more reason Allison is competing as part of Team in Training is because without research and assistance-based programs like the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, she might not be here to race in the Ironman at all.
Back in 2009, I was 24, and in February of that year, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. It completely caught me out of the blue. It was one of those things where I had always been healthy, I had been fine, I wasn't expecting it, and then I was sick and we couldn't figure out why I was sick, and my doctor called me one morning and said, well, we're really not sure, but it might be cancer. And it turned out it was. And so there was, several months of chemo and some radiation, and then I was back. I was very fortunate to be able to recover my health and to get better. And then in 2011, I was at the gym and I saw a table for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Team in Training program. And I thought, well, I'm lucky to be here because of that, because of those treatments, because of the developments. And I thought, well, I'll do this. This will be something interesting.
What started as something interesting quickly became an obsession. Now 8 marathons, 1 half Ironman, and 5 years cancer-free, Allison is gearing up for over 13 hours of endurance training. But Allison and her teammates have all the motivation they need to persevere.
There's a point in the race where, it's tough. You can get to some, low places because it's so much pain, but then you have to realize, this is nothing compared to what people are going through on a daily basis. I'm doing this one day, and I'm feeling that this one day, but, people are fighting for their lives every single day.
I think what helps keep me going when I'm out there is thinking about why I'm doing this. When I'm hurting, when I'm angry, when I'm bitter and thinking, oh, I don't want to be here anymore, I want to stop. I think, for one, I couldn't have done this. And then I think about, I'm doing this because, I'm lucky to be here, basically. I'm really fortunate, and that helps keep me going. It's really all about, a lot of things, it's sort of it's how you deal with it. It's not that it happened, it's not that it was bad, it's how you deal with it.
Several hours and roughly 140 miles later, Ironman competitors like Allison and Team in Training will see their hard work pay off when they cross the finish line here at 4th Street Live. For CN2 Sports, I'm Garrett Moore.